Hi guys, it's Emma with another, dare I say it, December daily video, or December day by day, which is the Light Forever version. And as it is their prompts that I've used throughout of this, then I suppose it should be December day by day. If you watched my first video, which was decorating cover, and you've come back, then thank you very much. If you're only just tuning into this one, then I encourage you to go back and check out my cover video. In that video, I sort of explain how I got to be doing this, considering it is halfway through December, or nearly the end of December, and I'm only on day one. So if you go back and watch that one, it will explain what's going on. Now, my front cover, I titled the album Christmas Memories, and then my first page is going to be the year page, so it's like a second well, it's a title page. And in the November Light Forever kit, which was our Christmas themed kit, we had 3 sheets of embossed cardstock, and one of them that we got was a really nice wood grain. And I just knew I wanted to use that as my first page, and I wanted to do something that would make that wood grain sort of stand out, because when it's just embossed on white, unless you're seeing it in person, you can't really see it. And I knew I wanted to use gold and possibly silver throughout this album. So I decided I would rub my Versamark ink pad, which is a clear sticky ink specifically used for heat embossing. I would rub that across the surface, thinking that it would pick up on those raised bits of the embossed paper, and that I would only then get the wood grain effect. Well, at this point I thought I had completely mucked up and I'd wasted a piece of paper, because I don't know whether I pressed on too hard, or whether the embossing isn't deep enough for it to only pick up the raised bits, or what, but I seemed to get embossing powder everywhere. And I was really quite upset with myself, because I thought, I've ruined this piece of paper that I've only got one 12 by 12 sheet of, and I thought it's just such a waste. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to persevere with it, I'm going to heat emboss it, I'm going to see how it looks. As it turns out, I think I get away with it. As I heat emboss it, I don't know whether it will pick it up on the video, but in real life you really see it bring out that wood grain pattern, and it just looks lovely. There's something about gold that is just so warm, and it just looks so good. It's so good. It's so good. So good, I'm stuttering. And I just love heat embossing. I love this bit. I love this bit where you watch it turn from like the dull powder to the shiny metallic gold. And in real life, as this was happening, I could really see the embossing powder picking up on that wood grain embossed paper. And I did really like the effect, although I did still think at this point, oh my god, it looks a mess. But I think I rescue it. So I heat emboss that. Then I just sort of bend it back and forward, because obviously heat embossing warps a little bit. Although I was really impressed with this embossed paper, because it's embossed paper, it's slightly heavier weight, so it didn't warp as much as I was expecting it to, given the amount of heat embossing that was on it. And then I bring out my doily. Now this is the bit where I think I'm going to get away with this. So I put my doily right in the middle. I'm using wet glue. And I just like that then gives a focal point to the page. So I'm just sort of sticking that down and giving that time to dry. The doilies are quite thin, so it sometimes shows through the paper. The glue sometimes shows through the paper. And you saw briefly there the Maggie Holmes Shine sticker sheet, and that was my October kit. And I've actually found that, because obviously Maggie Holmes used a lot of gold and pale pinks and sort of aqua blues in that collection, I can use quite a lot of my leftover bits in this project, I think. So I'm going to pull out that sticker sheet again in a minute. So I'm using these pink paisley Yuletide canvas stars, and I really like them. There's some that are like got gold thread woven through them, and then some with red. I briefly pulled out the Chamel vellum there, but I put that back. I think I'll leave that for another page maybe. And I'm just flicking through the ephemera pack from Cocoa Vanilla, thinking, just double checking, making sure that I'm happy with my decision, because I knew that this circular die cut would fit the middle of that doily perfectly, but I didn't like the way it looked. I thought I would stick with the gold and the white, and I'm really happy I do, because it looks really good at the end, I think. So I was going to staple that star on, but of course my tiny attacher wouldn't reach. So I have got some American Crafts DIY shop staples, the coloured staples, in my tiny attacher at the moment. So I've crisscrossed 2 gold staples in the middle of that star, and then I'm just going to pop it up on some foam dots in the middle of that doily. And I really like the dimension that adds, and obviously with it being a canvas star, it gives a really lovely texture as well. So obviously we are now halfway or towards the end of December now. So how are you guys getting on with your December dailies? Obviously I'm just starting off, I'm way behind the rest of you, but I'm really enjoying it. I think I filmed like 5 of these videos all in one go because I was just on a roll, I was loving it. So yeah, comment down below, let me know how you're getting on with your December dailies. I would love to see some of them, so leave links to videos and stuff and I'll try and get over and watch them. So here I'm using the thickers that came with the November kit, and they are campfire thickers. And they're just a really nice neutral, and I went back to that Maggie Holmes Shine Collection sticker sheet and pulled out the fishtail banner with the 2 gold foiled tipped ends, and that's just going to be a foundation for my date there, or my year. And then I thought it needed just a little something else. I did think about the enamel dots, but I just wanted to stick to sort of gold and white and neutrals on this. I didn't want to bring in any of the other colours, so you see there that I almost put something down but then decided against it. And so I go back to my Maggie Holmes sticker sheet, and I've got some of those gold foil words still on the bottom, and I picked the one that says treasures in the gold foil. So my title page will read 2015 treasures, which is fine for me. I'm quite happy with that. And then to finish it off, I got this washi tape, which was actually from Marks and Spencer's here in the UK. It's part of their Christmas range. It's part of the Christmas wrapping paper range. And you got a gold glitter sort of deco tape, I suppose they call it. They don't call it washi tape. And there was a silver one as well. And it's the kind of glitter that doesn't rub off, so I was really happy with it. It's only £2 for the 2 rolls, and you get quite a lot on each roll, so I'm really happy with that. But it was having a job sticking to the embossed paper. So I put down a thin strip of double-sided sticky tape, and just so I know that it's going to stay, I didn't want it to be peeling up. So I popped that down, popped down my, oh look, there's my head, popped down my washi tape and folded that over, and I put some double-sided tape along the back as well, because you can see it's peeling up there. It just didn't want to stick to the embossed paper, which, you know, it was pretty thick paper, and as I was folding it over the back as well, I think it was just a little bit too much for it. So a little bit of double-sided sticky really helped to keep it in place. So that is my finished title page, and I am so happy with it. So I'm just going to slide it into my book, and I will leave you with some close-ups, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you stick around because I have more days to come. I will see you later. Bye!